Well, folks, if you're 45 or older, talk to your doctor, schedule a colonoscopy. It's about the 15th time I tried to get this going with my webcam camera or whatever, and it just doesn't want to freaking work. I don't know if I got the wrong cord. I mean, I got the right cord because it does work, but it shorts out or some shit. So, apologize for all the fucking bullshit. Anyways, let's cancel these other shows that are on here. Hope everybody's doing well. I've got a mail call to do, and that is it. I'm so freaking exhausted from trying to start this sucker up. I ain't even gonna do a fucking thing else. I don't care if it's freaking age gated. Fucking sick of it. Ay, ay, ay. I'm watching myself on the damn thing right now. I don't know why it ain't working. Anyways, we got a package from Billward and Nightowl Seed. I won the 100,000 subscriber seed package prize. So right now I'm just canceling these other shows here. And we'll jump right on that. Let's see, cancel this one. Dumb shit. Okay, cancel this one. Criminy. All right, now back out of there. See if any of this bullshit is working. There we go. All right. I just gotta find the screen I was on here. There we go. Sweet. How's it going, folks? Ay. I don't even know where my light went. Apparently this 10-foot of fucking cord ain't worth the goddamn shit. Oh well. See if we got a light that works. All right. A little better. Okay, it's been a long 45 minutes trying to get this thing to work, and the camera action was unsuccessful. It worked for a couple of seconds and then it shut off. The screen would go black. That did not happen before, and I tried a different cord and it pretty much the same thing happened. So I'm gonna have to investigate a little more. First of all, got a little bit of weed here cleaned up. So if anybody wants to take a bong rip with me, give you a second to get it loaded up. Apparently we still have sound. We've still got video. Write a little howdy do in the chat here. What's up, Scotty? How you doing, brother? Glad you stopped by. Appreciate it. We've got our nightowl genetics, I'm assuming is what is in this package here. We're going to find out. I don't know anything about what the seed prize was. I do believe that nightowl is an autoflower company, and I do know that I've heard lots of good things about them. I mean, at least people talk about them. So we're going to find out real quick here. I'm going to put my shitty lighter back in my pocket so it warms up. All right. Cheers, everybody. Not bad. This is one of the seed prizes from the 100,000 subscriber celebration show for Billward about a month ago, I suppose. So I've been waiting for it. And without further ado, and I do think since this seems to be working now a little better, I am going to explore a little more of the YouTube universe here. So as long as it stays running, I'm going to go through some old videos. If I don't screw that up too. All right, so everybody, what do we got here? Reach in. One package in here, maybe. Oh, yeah, it is. Whoop. All right. So, cool little packaging there from Night Owl. You guys can see that. All right. I haven't had much experience with autoflowers. If this is the case that's what this is. It could have been just the genetics, but I was not ever used to growing them. I did not know what I was doing growing them. So here's some slaps here. Oh, hey, let's see. We've got a little information deal here about potency profiles and cannabinoid profiles in what I'm assuming is what we just received here. So, Night Owl seeds. Okay, and then oh, it tells you all different kinds of stuff. I'll have to grab my glasses. We got some more slaps. Night Owl seeds. Another Night Owl seeds. Are those the same ones? Yep, cool. Night Owl Secret Society, all right. Cool. All right, we got some plant stake markers, tags. Yeah, this is a cool one. I just caught a glimpse of it, but another Night Owl. See, Scotty says, nice night owl, never ran their stuff before. Love the slaps. I know, right? That's one of the coolest things about all this stuff is everybody slaps. I'm not so well, I'm not ready to get all into that yet, but I do plan on it someday. What do we got in the bottom here? Da, da, da. A decoder ring. Oh, we've got a little LED light, little LED keyring light. I like those. They come in handy. All right, now. Oh, hey, couple of packs of genetics, and they are. Oops, let's see. At least on the outside, as far as I can tell, unmarked. Oh, well, I guess it's just hard to read there. And here's another pack. So we got 2 packs of night owls. Is that light screwed up? I usually have. It's easier to see now. I don't know. I was trying to get my new camera shit set up, and it worked for a minute, and then it went to hell, and then it worked for a minute again, then it went to hell. All right, so I'm gonna dip over here and grab my glasses. And I'm gonna have to use the light probably to read this shit, but all right. So, organically crafted autoflowers since 2014. Night Owl Seed Company or nightowlseeds.com. All right. Now, either the actual cultivar name and stuff is in that package, or it's written on this white sheet here. So, well, it's just telling me what's detected in whatever these are. It's telling me how they came to derive the tests on the max THC. But it's not telling me anything about it. I mean, at least I can't decipher it. Interesting. I suppose this QR code will tell me, but I don't have anything to read a QR code. Let's open it up and see if it says anything else. Other than that, we're just gonna fly by the seat of our pants then when we're growing these things. I don't see anything anywhere that says what kind of seed it is. Oh, this thing here, dude. If you weren't here, brother, holy crap, I would have been lost. Is that what this is? This is to read the freaking pack on the back here, possibly. Oh man, that's awesome. Okay, there we go. I'll be damned. Yep. So, come on, work here. Oh no. Okay. Divine Nations is a pre-98 episode. What? ZF4 times Wizard's appearance. Or, oh no, Wizard Apprentice contains 3 feminized auto seeds. All right, well, I'm glad they're feminized. This is a trip, dude. Scotty, you the man. Everybody mentions about how this community supports each other, and I mean, it's like we've got our own. It's like we're one brain almost, so full of information and so connected. I mean, if you wouldn't have been here right now, that I would have never figured this out. I don't know anybody else that has had this. That is so freaking cool. So I don't know much about the genetic stuff either, but a pre-98 Jimmy Anderson, what's up, brother? Let's see. Pre-98 episode ZF4 by Wizard's Apprentice. And then it has a little symbol that I can't really read, but contains 3 feminized seeds. All right, so that's mystery number 1. This is badass. I'm having a fucking hell of a time. This totally changed my freaking outlook at this live we have going on here. Started out pretty shitty. Okay. Instant Classic, which is a pre-98 episode F4 times Marathon OG F3. Contains 3 feminized auto seeds. Now, see if we can get this to show you guys how it works. It probably won't work with my camera here. See, it's completely top secret shit, man. But that's totally freaking cool. Instant Classic. Pre-98 episode. See, I can't even read it. That must be Z. The Z is for the Skittles, I guess, or the Skittles. F4 times Marathon OG F3. Well, 3 of them. And then that means 3 per pack. We have 6. I don't know if my one buddy's gonna want to grow any, but I know another buddy of mine that did do the bubble or the blueberry sprinkle in the tent. He was looking at starting up some autos here real soon, so or at least starting up his tent again real soon. That is just cool as shit. Yep, I'm a big fan of the community. I'm glad to see Jimmy Anderson back. I don't know where he's been, but or if he was laying low, if I just hadn't been seeing his shit. But let me tell you, pretty entertaining stuff, guys. Our Billward 100,000 subscribers genetics that we received from their 100,000 subscriber celebration. And these are some slaps. And what did I lose one? I lost a little springy dude. Here's the coolest one. Oh well, he's around here. All right. So, uh, if you guys watched any of the more recent videos, you may have seen that I was dehydrating some honeybees and all kinds of other crap, some shrimp shells, and I was collecting rabbit shit. Ah, oh, okay, so the night owl is the only globe eggs. That is pretty dang cool. I'm glad I got to experience that. I don't know, it's just top secret shit, man. It didn't say much about what cannabinoids, or I mean, I'm sure the website probably will or whatever, but I don't do the uh, online, you know, Discord or any of those other ones. I couldn't even tell you their names really. But yeah, there you go. That's Scotty and Jimmy know what I'm talking here, but anybody else that's just checking this out. Oops. Those blank pads there on the back of those packages have a secret invisible ink or whatever that are only revealed when you shine this light on it. And actually, it don't work when I'm showing on camera, but I can see from here, shining the light on it, what they are. And that's pretty cool. But yeah, I do know somebody that will probably grow at least one of each of these. I don't know if my other buddy's interested in it that has a grow inside. But I plan on growing at least one of each. I do have some high Q genetics that I'm gonna grow too. That I've heard a lot of great stuff about. And actually, a couple people in the community are growing his stuff right now, and we'll be able to see more as the weeks go on. Anyways, oh yeah, okay. So without trying to get this too fucked up, so that did. Oh yeah, and one of them I did try to hashtag mail call. I tried doing hashtags of some other different stuff, but after I did it 3 times and didn't have any success getting live, I quit doing it. So I don't know if this one had the hashtags on it, but I know one of the others did, and I'm experimenting with the hashtag stuff to see how that works because I've never used any of it before up until a recent one. I'm gonna forgot to get Jimmy here wrenched up as a moderator. Of course. There we go. I was also going to explore a little more. First of all, instead of using a bunch of different, I don't know if you call them screens or whatever, I'm going to try and use the same tab or same screen or whatever with different tabs to do what I'm going to do next here, see if it's easier to control. So we're going to go back to the main screen. We're going to go to share screen. Okay, now I see we can turn on and off the audio for that. I'm going to hit it, and I believe that'll turn off the audio for the videos we're going to be watching so I can speak about it. Now, I believe if we do the entire, if I change the screens here is when I get in trouble. To where I can show larger larger screen sizes, it ends up throwing me into like a loop. So, okay, so then we got those tabs. All right. To share. Now, we're not going to share the one we're on because that's going to really send it into a loop. I'm going to find another tab now. No, okay, wait a minute. Another YouTube. Oh yeah, it's thinking about it. Boy, it was just thinking about it a lot at like 40 screens here. Hold on. Shit. Shut down. Shut down. Shut down. Okay, we're getting back close here. Move over. Come on, bacon. There we go. Move down. One more YouTube. Okay, now we're gonna watch some YouTube here. We're gonna go to Me and stewed and content and let's see. Let's show this one because I really like this one. We're gonna view. Okay. Now pause. Sound is still there. I'm shutting that sound off. Pause. Okay, now shrink this screen down. Go to YouTube channel. Okay. Oops. Okay. Now we're going to share this screen. Share. Now we are in control of this screen here. We're going to dip up to right there. Well, dang. Okay. Now, we got unstable connection. Of course. Back. I think we might be back. So, this here. Sorry. Trying to tell if this shit is working. All right, take it easy, Sin. Thanks for stopping in. I didn't even see her here. Trying to keep an eye on what I'm trying to do here. But appreciate stopping in, Sin. Robert's Place, what's up? Is everything all choppy and shit? I can't tell. Watching this on another TV, but it's paused, I guess. Open here for tabs. I guess be a, okay, here we go. Now, so what we're looking at here is inside that can is pieces of willow. And in that non-oxygen environment, sorry, I think my viewing TV that I'm watching on is probably fucking with me. I get really bad service with that, and I'm seeing it pretty good on on my computer here, so I'm hoping you guys are too. And it's just messing with me over here. Anyways, inside that can is a non-oxygen environment, right? So as the gases escape out of that wood, it creates a flammable gas once the right mixture of oxygen and flammable gas is at the right mixture. Let's back up a second here. All right. So once that's all burnt off then, and the gases are all escaped out of there, all you're left with is a charcoal that is completely clean. Now, since I'm not hooked up to that camera, I can take you out there because I do have right now. This is an old picture that we're looking at now, but I do have one going. And I have to quench it, so maybe we'll do a quick quenching. All right, so anyways, once I'm done activating that, which has to do with the quenching too, that'll be a completely cleaned out structure, carbon structure that is inhabitable for microbes. So I'm going to inoculate a few different kinds of microbial, elixirs, maybe you'd call it, or you know what, let's do a bong rip and we'll take a walk out there. And then we'll use our frass mixture, which would be our bees and our shrimp shells. Oh, hey, I wanted to bring this up too. Hey, Minnesota area. I better go back to the chat here once. I'll leave this on here for you guys to watch here. We'll start over. So anybody in Minnesota? Yeah, I don't know. Not perfect, but good. Okay, it's all right. On Wi-Fi here, and it's kind of, and really, I am a complete novice at all this, so I'm surprised I'm getting any of it to freaking work. I wish I would have got the camera to work earlier. But anyways, bongs up, and anybody in Minnesota that uses like glacial rock dust in any of their stuff? I've been experimenting. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it makes sense. I don't want to say for sure, tell everybody, yeah, do this, but I've been using the blue clay that I have access to here in Minnesota, and I'm sure in the surrounding areas. The blue clay that we get is right at bedrock, okay? In some places, from when the glaciers went through, when they backed out, they left the sediment behind, and that stuff is small, super small micron. And what I do is I use my barrel stove here, what you're seeing there on the screen, and I dry out some round balls, okay, in that same environment we're drying out the wood in, or we're carbonizing the wood in. Then, once it's completely dried out, you rub it together, and it turns in such a fine dust that it'll float away in the air. That stuff is at small enough micron to where your microbes, if you're using activated aerated compost teas, what I will do is I will add some of that, powdered clay to my activated aerated compost tea. And my theory is that your microbes then that are in, okay, we don't want to be showing other stuff like that though. Your microbes that are in that are in your compost tea will start breaking down those glacial rock dusts, clay particles, and I'm assuming you're going to get your silica and different things that you would get out of your smaller micron minerals or whatever you want to call it, your micro minerals. Sorry, folks, I'm really just exploring. And I know I don't want this. Shout out to Dr. Dank Nugs, JR Token. Those guys got a lot of stuff to sit here until they say we can't, right? We're gonna look at here. Okay, we're back on this one. We don't really need that one, I don't think. Let's go back to our stream here. We stuck or something? Okay, I don't think we're stuck anymore, right? Okay. All right, so bongs up, and yeah, so and I'll probably have to repeat this anyways because nobody's really listening. What you want to do, and what I've done is, I did stumble upon it a couple of places by our ponds, blue clay. But if you know any excavator drivers, excavator operators, get a hold of them and ask them, hey, you ever come across any blue clay? That's around Minnesota. I don't know if any other kinds would work, but I know blue clay does. And they'll be like, well, yeah, it's pretty deep, because it is. Around here, it's like over 20 feet deep, usually. But I don't think they would have any problem with giving you a 5-gallon pail. I asked my one buddy if he ever came across it. He's like, yeah. I'm like, can you give me a 5-gallon pail? He's like, yeah, when I get back in the machine in spring. I'm like, perfect. He's like, just remind me. I'm like, yep, no problem. So a 5-gallon pail will last me and everybody I know 2 or 3 years. Cheers. All right, come on. I forgot. I'm really not on the big screen there, but I am able to be seen in the corner. So, all right, get rid of the glasses. Let me show you guys the nutrients I'm talking about here. So here's a couple things, right? Oops, let's get to a better view here. Sorry, stopping. Okay, boom, excellent. All right, so what I've got there is the actual activated charcoal. Now, it's not biochar yet because it's not been inoculated with microbes, right? It's just completely clean. Here is a mushroom. That mushroom is going to be part of the biochar. But if you can see, it's hard to see. That's why I wish I had my camera working, but all right. Well, there's we still there? I just pushed a button. All right. There is white fungus. We're going to grind up that mushroom and use that white fungus. That's going to be like a mycelium inoculation. This here is my dried bees and shrimp shells. We're going to grind those up. All right. Voila. Now we're just going to run out and open up that barrel stove, and I'm going to pull out that activated charcoal, and then I'm just going to dip it in the snow. And it's so freaking dark out here, and I didn't bring the light, so you guys probably aren't going to be able to see jack shit. But we'll try it out anyways. Just here dinking around. I wanted to open up them seeds on a live is all. Whoops. All right, we're at my barrel stove. I'm gonna let that summer here quick. Well, no, screw it. It'll work good enough. Oh shit. My wire hanger came off now. I have to reach in there with my bare hands. Sorry, we don't have enough light out here. I think I had some aluminum foil out here. I'm dousing it with snow. And that's it. You can see in there we got a little bit of fire left. I'm just gonna close that up. Close the damper. And then we'll use that ash in our grow too. Oh, we'll be spreading that out this week probably. Anyhow, appreciate everybody stopping by. I'll get a different cord. Maybe it's that we were too far away from the Wi-Fi. I don't know. It does say somewhere that I read that doing this stuff works better when you're using a laptop. Works better if you're wired straight to your shit. Anyways, appreciate everybody stop by. Love y'all. If you're 45 or older, oh hey, The new laws may allow over-the-road drivers to be able to consume, because from what I understand, the DOT does not test for Schedule 3, but your employer may. So just a tidbit of thought. Peace.